Did you know there's a suburb in New South Wales called Edgeworth? I'm not kidding. Look it up. That's pretty wild. I mean, there's. Have you heard of Phoenix, Arizona? That's fucking crazy. They named it after this game.
They named it directly after Phoenix, right?
Yeah, all the residents of Arizona love Ace Attorney so much they named their capital after Phoenix, Wright. Get that through your head, chat.
Hey, Zach, you think that's impressive?
Oh, yeah?
There was an entire culture of people called the Mayans, okay?
Okay, that was really good.
Wes, you just won. Holy shit.
I was thinking of a couple, but none of them comes close to an entire civilization that named themselves after Maya Faye.
That's so good. Folks, what is up, and welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney with an Actual Lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our voice actor, Wes.
I've got cookies today, and I'm very happy.
And of course, our actual lawyer, Pridge.
Hey.
If you like us, support us on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. We got a bunch of cool things there, including at the $10 level and above, getting your name included in this Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Andy Cosmo, Cuddy, Paul, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Marks the Jester, Yane Love, Logan 01, Jack Warner. Witch Tower, Kevin, Asian, Selfaria, Arky, Forensic, Beck, Nicole, Smart Alec, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob L, Crimson, Chrissy, Shabber, Steam Rider, Shadow Davi, Soul Messers, BBC, What, and Sherlock's, Mr. Mocha, Sailor, Tommy, Borshock, Fifi, Annabelle, Ghost, Fluff, Duff, Goldwyn, Trimari, Jacob, Garcia, Mega Zero, and Boomer, Emily. Plethora of penguins and who need to sleep, Alea, Yakta, Est, Ever, Entropy, JFJ, Quill, and Maho stars. The Driver, 458, Tasty Marbar. Jack Warner, Razrat, Crest, Dog to be chosen, Dan, Mickey, Anna, Major, Crew, Knight, and JC, Boxington. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring, Scribes, Yo, Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Wraith, Mercury, Sibylla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. But with that all out of the way, let's get back into the game.
Oh yeah, here, Wes. I need you to pick a color. Your options are yellow, green, pink, blue, and orange.
Pink.
Pink, alright.
Where's this going?
Is this a thing that we tell you and then we leave it for a bit, or is it immediate payoff?
You're just picking what flavor of toxic waste sour candy I'm going to have.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pridge has bought insanely sour candy for this stream on Saturday, May 11th, charity stream. If you give a donation of a certain level that we haven't decided yet. Oh, Pridge is doing it right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, what flavor is pink?
Watermelon?
You okay?
Watermelon.
Sorry, what was that?
It's really good.
Okay.
It's very sour, but it's very good.
Okay.
Bridge's face slowly shrinking the entire stream.
Oh yeah, that's tasty actually.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetails helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
And those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears. Yeah, I mean, duh.
Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenmataro, that is. Tenma who?
Tenma balls. Got him.
Ah, damn it. Tenmataro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon. And thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it! Stuff that isn't bullshit.
Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
Nope, only Tamatara.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Apollo, you fucking idiot.
I forgot that he says objection, actually. I thought he only had one exclamation that he says, and he hasn't said it yet. Dullard, you're playing right into the killer's mind games.
What?
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer. The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. And thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Jesus Christ, bro, he's dead already. God damn.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection! The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright! Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers, and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
They're pretty cringe, Your Honor.
I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds.
Say it like they're children.
Just so. A particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist?
Not Uncle Blackwell's prison stories.
I was gonna say, is he gonna do that? Is he gonna have a fellow inmate for everything?
No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap.
Oh my god. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
Yes, well... Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
So we just gonna ignore the fact that he was talking about a wrongly accused man in a court? Okay.
Yes, we are.
Entire case centered on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. He was at January 6th, and he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. Who the gonna start pressing here. Just to see if you fish something. Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fear? Okay, well, we know this already.
Absolutely! It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenmataro has them shaking in their boots. Oh my, is it really that bad? That superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village.
Oh, hey, we heard about him in Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. I see. That's a very persuasive argument.
Mere thought of his honor buying into that Simon the Psycho Slasher's words.
Damn.
Makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now.
Wow.
Exodus? Uh-oh. Bible spoilers, Apollo.
Bible spoilers.
So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers in tracks.
Okay. I'll bite you again. But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
What do you mean?
You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman Cubey?
Excellent point.
It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees that there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Haha, I win!
Apollo, if you think it's that easy, you're fucking crazy.
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't premeditated?
From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble.
Okay, ouch.
However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery.
A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that?
Alderman Cubey's secret identity.
Hollow. I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity.
way!
You fucking think?
Oh my god! No wonder he's an ace prosecutor.
No wonder he's been in jail for 10 years.
He discovered the secret, they had to send him away.
But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder?
This is not good.
This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetails.
We haven't talked about it, but just the mask alone looks so silly. It's so goofy.
It's like,
it looks like it's a permanent, like, silly smile, and I enjoy that.
Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my, but why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more?
I mean, yes.
If you don't mind, I appreciate
Oh!
Don't work too hard, Judge.
Could it really be? Your boldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex Cubey, was the amazing Ninetails. And the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder.
No!
I really wish that the courtroom was silent. And they're like,
Yeah, we
yeah,
know.
we knew that.
It was kind of
We knew
obvious,
that.
actually.
Look at him.
Order! Order!
There are only so many
What a
jacks. There are only so many dudes that jacked in the village.
What a shocking development! A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo?
I didn't think they'd tie the alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. Really? You didn't think about that?
At last, we've reached my real point. Why did the alderman have to forge a secret identity?
He was Batman.
Because he's...
Does
oh,
it-
you got it.
Does it not pique your interest, your boldness? I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona.
Also, LaBelle is literally the Joker, so that's really funny.
Oh, yeah? Just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your boldness. Right. Now, take a look at this.
Oh, the blackmail letter.
Well,
If you value your dearest's life, you will merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman QB's pocket.
What?
At present, the alderman's wife is in the hospital.
The fuck?
And that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening
they're
her
gonna get it
life.
wrong.
Okay, yeah. No, they misunderstood the blackmail letter.
Wait, didn't the blackmail letter to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the alderman's murder?
You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder and planted it into the alderman's pocket?
It's possible. We don't have any proof that that's what happened.
Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Starring Seth Green and
Wow.
the guy who played. Yeah,
that,
remember that
movie. Nobody
that movie?
remembers that fucking movie. I've watched that movie. I really forgot about
I
it.
watched it and I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left after planting the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the amazing Ninetails. So it was the amazing Ninetails' counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence. And that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Okay, well, they just told us what to
Slam.
object to. Detective Fulbright, please add
there
your
you go.
previous statement to your testimony.
Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks.
Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't make sense, because he was knocked unconscious. Should we present this? Or the image of them sleeping? Probably this.
Go back to the image of them sleeping.
I feel like both should work.
Yeah, what does the other evidence say with it being 2 pages? Is there something else?
Wrapped in large.
Oh, actually,
cloth.
no. It's totally the picture because if you look, there the blood isn't on top of the feathers.
Yeah, the feathers on top of
Which
the
it
blood,
would be.
yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely done.
But also, why does that piece of evidence say 2 pages? Oh.
Oh.
No
Okay,
fingerprints.
that's
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Oh,
Freeze it! Crime photo!
Got him.
Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair.
What's this? You dare question my justice again?
Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Yeah, this works. Take a look at this photograph.
This is the crime scene photo. And just what does this prove?
It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted.
But I already told you, they were planted before the murder.
Nuh-uh.
The defendant planted the yokai evidence, then was knocked out while killing his victim.
But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there'd be blood on top of it.
Yeah.
Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yes. See how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder.
Then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman.
Come on.
But you said it yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene.
There must be some mistake!
Nah.
Nah, I don't think so.
The only mistake is you, Bobby.
Got him.
Damn.
Order! Order! Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any! Can you?
Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you.
You do? But how? Oh. Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked?
He's really doing the
Ooh,
finger
woo.
ooh-woo. That's so good.
Oh, my justice can't be wrong.
I'm gonna have to retire now.
I'm gonna have to retire.
I thought I was gonna be in the whole rest of the game.
Ooh. She's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice. What is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have?
I have it right
Well,
here,
I-
Your Honor.
Just sort of explained it, sir, based on the combined evidence and everything we just talked about.
Uh-huh. I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness.
That's right. That's right. She also saw someone leave.
Yeah, which I feel like they would question this. Well, I'm sure they will in a second here. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks. Apollo, why'd you have to say it like that? God damn it. Will somebody please say something?
The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means.
Demons are real, Your Honor.
You dare to mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy.
How dare you?
Boy.
Boy.
Your boldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Hold it!
Oh?
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out?
No.
No.
Guilty. Very well, Mr. Justice. I'm all ears. But you had better explain yourself well.
What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's all in the statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro after she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around the corner in the hall. It was around here. It was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating that monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
What? How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before?
Because you
The
should have
defense
figured,
just proved
you
they
should
were
have
someone
figured it
else.
out. You should have figured it out yourself.
No,
You
set
worked
up
as
the
a
prosecutor.
bad
He's a
cop.
convicted felon, after all.
Apollo, momentum has shifted in our favor.
Good.
It'll probably be that way for like 3 more lines of dialogue, maybe.
Well, then we'll have another cross-examination, probably.
Objection!
Fuck! Not even 3!
Damn it! Couldn't even think of 3. God. Fuck it already.
Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken.
No, because katana is a Japanese man's soul. Shut up. My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying that there's a problem with my claim?
When did I get a sword?
There's a problem with my sword. Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him.
Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle? I'll let you mention it.
Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time.
Phineas and Flabelle.
I love that show.
But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they?
Yeah, but we have an explanation for that.
Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination?
I mean, that's a pretty significant, like...
Yeah.
That's not like, I thought I saw a bird, but it was really like, it's a full-grown person she thinks
Right.
she saw.
And also,
That-
we literally, everyone saw this person, a person in this costume earlier that
Right?
day. It's not like a wild thing to say. Why didn't those two see Why didn't those two see the Tenmataro impersonator pass by? Also, maybe stop calling him the Tenmataro impersonator. It's just someone. I mean, I get what you mean, but it's the same.
I mean, that's better than just saying Ted Mataro.
Yeah.
To say a guy in a costume.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask them ourselves?
That's a good ass
Oh boy.
question, Athena. I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Fineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Black Quill. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will.
One thing I'll say about that Tanuki, he's got balls. Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know.
Very well, then.
What was he trying to steal from someone in the courtroom?
Bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand.
The next shot is the judge, and he doesn't have his robe on anymore. He just has the tie. Like, all right, witness, state your name and occupation. Hey, wait a minute!
You said the judge.
It'd be really funny if he can't find his gavel in a second.
Oh, that would be really good.
You know what? There's a good chance that might happen.
That might be a bit.
I feel
hope that's a bit. If you guess that bit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really impressed.
10 out of 10.
Will the witness state his name and occupation, please? The name's Filch. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. It's just a little something I thought you might like. Oh, my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
It's those shoes again.
Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
Don't tell me Phil stole them again.
They're all yours, your honorship, sir. What? But they seem awfully expensive.
Okay, so they pay Bobby Fulbright way more than they paid Gumshoe.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship.
When I say defund the police, I mean bring back Gumshoe. I want that to be clear.
He was the most defunded police. No police has ever been more defunded than Gumshoe.
And he was great. Everyone loved
He was
him.
great.
That's true.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Wow. Impressive there, Judge. You didn't take the obvious bribe. I'm proud of you.
Oh, ethics, schmethics. Just take them if you want them. Polished them up real nice for you, too.
Ethics, schmethics.
That's all that Pridge wrote on his exam.
I'm sorry about the...
Given that I think I did bad on that question because I ran out of time, that might have been what I wrote. I'm almost certain the reason I did bad on that question was because I was out of time and didn't care. So I might have not been able to have more time than to write ethics, schmethics.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw Ten Mataro in the foyer after the murder.
Guarding the foyer.
At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m.
Bro, we literally have evidence that you were not watching at 3 p.m.
But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary. No siree.
That yokai you keep jabbering on about was a phantom of a little girl's dreams.
So, you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Ten Mataro?
Yep, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth, and nutter butter the truth.
That's really good. That's really good.
I love Nutter Butter.
The truth.
Nutter Butters are great.
Truth flavored Nutter Butters.
Truth flavored Nutter Butter.
And Ten Mataro? You don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do you?
Guys, we are not claiming it was actually Ten Mataro.
Yeah.
Well, I
just
certainly
saying
don't.
it's someone in a costume. Can everyone please stop accusing us of believing in monsters?
Yep.
Everyone knows humans are the real monsters.
Oh shit.
The tension.
My bracelet. It's... Oh, hey. They actually give him an animation for, like, my bracelet.
Yeah.
Something the matter, Apollo?
My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm.
Stop
Really?
it, bracelet.
Stop it, Bracelet. We're in public. So, you think Mr. Tanuki, Filch has been lying to us?
Man, I just had the worst thought. I won't voice it here.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, just maybe sometimes he takes his bracelet off and puts it somewhere else on his body, and then he asks Clavier a question that he doesn't know the answer to.
Uh-huh.
Ah, it's a dick ring.
Yeah, Fridge. You said the quiet part
yes.
out loud.
Ah,
I see. I see.
I see.
Yes.
Sorry, chat.
It seems as if the mystery has been solved.
I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit, maybe grabbing his scarf and pulling it down really hard. Ah!
Yeah! Yeah, birdie!
First trying to kick his ass!
You're like, hut, hut,
Ha, ha, ha,
Yeah, this is Taka's neutral A.
Luckily, Apollo's hit-
it's
luckily
his
Apollo's
forward
hitbox-
aerial.
Yeah, thank you. That's,
Luckily, Apollo's hitbox isn't that big.
yeah. What's a hawk doing in here?
Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's adorable. Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact.
He doesn't live with you, in jail? Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird? I've heard of jailhouse birds, but yeah.
Uh-huh. Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud.
Okay.
And that queer power
Wow.
of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard.
Cancelled.
It's several
What?
things. One, he admits that Apollo has a queer power. Two, Bosom Buzzard is...
I don't like that.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I
like
like
it.
Bosom Buzzard.
I don't like Bosom Buzzard.
My dear bosom buzzard.
This isn't
Hey, listen,
some sort
according
of
to Zach,
trick
it is a
or-
queer power.
Ah! You won't be able to spot squat like this.
What the heck's going on round here? Run for the hills! No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom.
I forgot about this.
He just lands up there. Oh, he's looking around. Look at him. Love this guy. I don't even like birds.
Ah! Somebody help.
Taka take a shit in his head. Really funny.
Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished.
In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will ensure your feathered friend is properly fed.
Do birds do that? Like scratch, like
Scratch?
dogs?
Yeah.
I can
I'm
believe
sure they
it, but
do.
I don't know. I've never seen that.
I
Crazy.
mean, for 10 seconds straight, probably not.
No. Okay, people are saying sometimes, yeah. Okay, cool.
I imagine also like certain birds, like
Yeah.
eagles and hawks, that have like more flexibility in their legs to reach their heads would do that. Because a lot of birds, I think, just kind of like will scratch their heads on like their wing or the side of their head or the side of their bodies.
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way with a bird.
We'll be fine. I think.
Wait, so is Taka's presence like straight up not letting us use the bracelets?
Yep. That is pretty much why he's here.
That's stupid. That's really stupid. Just use it anyway.
Say no.
What does it matter? Just use it anyway.
Yeah, but he's gonna bug us, and then we'll be distracted.
Also, like, doesn't the thing just tell us someone's lying, or like, do we have to like hold it up to like use the tell power?
We have to perceive, Pridge.
Right.
Yeah,
but,
we
like,
have to be really focused.
Yeah, if you look really hard, this bird gets pissed off.
Yeah.
If there was someone dressed as Tenmatara there, Filch should have seen him. We just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement.
Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay. Time of the murder was on guard duty in the foyer.
Well, we know what this one is.
Yeah.
It's the fucking TV guide,
Yeah,
right?
it's at
Yeah.
3 p.m. Still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. TV guide, which proves at 3 p.m. he was busy watching something. So it was
Watching The
not-
Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire.
Right, by Timothy Twilight. He was not keeping, quote-unquote, a good watch.
Got him.
Got him.
Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch.
Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that.
Bushwhack you all I want.
Can't stop me.
Oh,
the
whack your
balls
bush
because he likes
anytime,
it.
old man.
Fortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this... Okay, no, it's not worded that way. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime...
Yeah, Zach, try and fit all the syllables up if you look at this TV listing in the tune of
Look
that song.
at this TV listing! There was a pro wrestling
If you look at
match.
the TV listing here, you'll see that there's a 3 o'clock.
Nickelback could never.
Go back. Absolutely could. if
And
they
would
wanted
never.
to.
There was a pro wrestling match scheduled. Something you'd never miss.
I didn't watch that one. No, sirree. I was doing my job just like I was supposed to.
This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right?
Yikes!
Not only
This
that.
this music reminds me of this gives me kind of like Mario vibes for some reason.
Yeah, I could see it.
Particularly Mario RPG vibes.
Oh, yeah. Like some goofy background music.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster."
He did make fun of them for being rank amateurs.
So, do you admit to slacking off?
You can't trick me with your ruddy poo lawyer talk.
Pridge,
Rudy
can you
Poo,
Can
or-
you trick someone with Rudy Poo lawyer talk?
I mean, all the best
Rudy
lawyers
Poo.
do.
Yeah, I've never
What
heard of
is
this as a
Rudy
fucking
Poo?
phrase. Rudy Poo.
It's one who is lame, puss, or otherwise clueless.
Not puss.
Yeah, what?
That's what Urban Dictionary says.
One who
Well,
is
don't
puss.
know why you use that one.
I'm one of them professional types, too. I can do double duty watching TV and the foyer at the same time.
The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is professional thief. That wasn't really that funny.
Yeah, you also
Mr.
just want you to say
Justice.
thief.
That's just his gimmick.
You would have this court believe the witness was slacking off.
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time. The That's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Bald, you say? But I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice? And in that case, well, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. We had evidence of this.
Is it Jinxie's account?
He made for the foyers, carrying a staff like... Oh, it jingled. I feel like it is this.
Yeah.
Because even
Wait,
if...
why would they...
I mean, even if he wasn't looking, he would have heard it if he was doing double... I mean, I think it's right, but I don't know.
Why, though? I don't...
We're just combining
I
and
guess-
saying, like... Oh, somebody's saying, do you have a... I feel like this is... Oh, I mean... There's only one way out of the foyer, too. Also, if he's looking at the TV, he's looking explicitly away from...
Oh, yeah, I guess
The
that makes
actual
sense. That he
room.
couldn't. Yeah, because if he's using the TV to watch the wrestling match, then he can't use the TV to look at the cameras. I'm
Yeah.
supposing.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah. Also, guys, don't give us hints unless we ask for them.
Yeah, please, chat, please. Please take a look at... yeah, okay. I gotta do it. It's just so many syllables. Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in the diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Why, yes. Someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim.
Yikes! The bag's out of the cat. I mean, other way around.
I like that.
Order! 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 But, Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to this case?
It's very relevant, because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenmataro impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
What now?
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered.
Okay, now they're gonna point out the TV thing. What are you talking about? Where was Taka that whole time?
Just flying around.
Yeah, just doing 6 stunts in the air.
Just
Doing barrel rolls.
Yeah.
barrel rolls.
The audience was like, woo, oh. He's trained so well.
This.
I'm not a mind reader. Ugh!
Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off,
Oh.
but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
Okay, well now we're gonna point out the whole.
Okay,
jingle
now
jangle.
it's the jingly janglies.
They were. I mean, yes, they were.
But you already admitted to slacking off, and now you say you weren't?
My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone walks on them.
I like that. It's a good line.
Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon.
So, you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by?
Yep, my ears were working full time. So who's the liar now, you no-good shyster?
Lying thief calling me a shyster? This has to be the low point of my fledgling career. Not the point where you had to put your former boss behind bars, or...
That was the highlight of his career.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
I'd have had to tell you, Mr. Black Quill, sir, you really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, whew, they're darker than mine.
What a weird thing to say.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir.
That's really good.
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks.
Pridge, can the judge threaten that in court?
I don't know, man. I mean, look, the Eighth Amendment is cruel and unusual punishments.
Okay.
I would argue bird attacks are pretty unusual.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what that means. We got to start making bird attacks more of a common thing, and then they'll be able
Right.
to do it.
Maybe in the
If we
Ace Attorney
normalize-
universe, bird attacks are
If we
common.
normalize birds attacking people in a courtroom, it won't be unusual punishment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In this
All right,
universe, the movie
Sign
The
our
Birds is a documentary.
Sign our petition, folks. Birds in court.
Oh, I'm gonna run for Ohio Senate, and that will be my platform.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna run for a bird.
Oh,
The
that
state
works.
bird of Ohio, Pridge.
I'm the Pridge.
Pridgeotto making a big comeback.
Oh.
And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
Years working overtime.
It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, whew, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky, squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Ten Mataro in the foyer.
Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense, for lacking that, our entire world would be but upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor who is totally a sign of the end times for the legal world. Wow. Tell us how you really feel,
Wow.
Apollo.
And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, why, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo.
What?
I feel like the U.S. government would probably, well, the Japanifornia government would probably be more interested in
Right.
finding proof of
Experiments.
supernatural life.
I mean, we talk about Area 51.
So-
Area 52 is where they keep the yokai.
Give all the yokai.
Yeah, it's true. I wonder whether Jixie was just seeing things. Oh, she did not hallucinate a whole ass person-sized thing.
Right. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns.
But if we can't prove she saw Ten Mataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
Then we'd better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Who do you think wins in a fight? The Omnitrix, someone with the Omnitrix, or someone with the Yokai Watch?
Oh, the Omnitrix.
I know little about either franchise, but I feel like it would be the Omnitrix.
I don't know, man. The Omnitrix gets like what? 10 aliens, there's like fucking 300 yokai, so...
Do you get all
Yeah,
of
but
them
you
at
can't-
once?
Yeah, can you bring them all
I mean,
out
if you
at
have
once?
if you have their yokai medal, you can summon them.
I don't know. I feel like in most battles, you're only allowed to bring out 6.
Yeah, but that's battles. You can
Well, if
count.
you
You
just-
could just like summon as many as you want, as long as you have their yokai medal.
I mean, like what are they gonna do? Make Ben 10 piss his pants?
I mean, they could do that. Absolutely.
My limited knowledge of yokai watch is from playing this game with you, and all I know is they can make you piss.
Listen, I'm just saying, somebody could summon Fitchifon and make Ben 10 want to piss his pants so he can't fight.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure several of the Omnitrix monsters don't piss, though.
Ooh,
Ah, damn.
he's got her playing.
There's like
It's
one that's,
counterplay.
there's like one that's made entirely of like slime or something. I don't think that one can piss.
They're just
so.
made of piss. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Sure, I was watching pro wrestling. My eyes might have been slacking, but my ears, they're working overtime. Floor's all creaky squeaky. No way I would have missed someone walking by. I'm wondering how we get to bring up... Because the Jinxie's whole thing is... staff-like implement that jingled. It's a maybe press here to get him to be like... double down on being able to hear things.
Yeah, we might want to practice some of the.
Yeah, it's weird because
having
that statement still isn't like everyone still thinks that statement's not true. So
yeah.
Like, it's a weird thing where I can see us being able to use it now, but it would feel weird to use it because everyone's like, well, she didn't see anything, so
yeah,
obviously her statement's false.
Yeah,
Either way, I'd start by pressing here.
Yeah. So you've got pretty good ears, Mr. Filch.
As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tin Mataro makes a sound when he goes by.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
It's like a jingle jangle.
what the? Okay, no, this is him actually hearing it. He definitely did hear it. Tenmataro doesn't actually jingle jangle. We're gonna reverse prove it. Whatever. Jingle jangle? How does he do that?
Just jingle jangle,
It's that
Matron.
staff of his.
Oh, and we're gonna have to be like, he doesn't have a staff.
Yeah.
And then,
he does.
but the what? Well, in
only
his
the one that
art,
Jinxie
he
saw
doesn't.
does.
Yeah, so it'd be like Tenmataro doesn't have a staff, but the one Jinxie saw does.
Yeah.
That's what jingle jangles.
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Beats me. I guess Tenmataro has a staff that makes noise?
Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too? She said she saw Tenmataro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound.
I guess that's the source of the noise then.
Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Filch said Tenmataro jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information?
He's got jingle the
Answer the
bells.
question. Is the jingle
Does he
jangles?
Does he jingle all the way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Man, what a good movie. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony.
If Tenmataro was to pass by, his staff would have gone jingle jangle.
Okay, so
Now, I think you just present the picture of Tenmataro.
Yeah. where's it?
It's the scroll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he ain't got no staff.
Yeah.
U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no staff. Guy, you ugly. Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court?
Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff?
Uh-huh.
You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands, and she described its sound just like you did, a kind of jangly sound.
Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point?
The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff. Not normally.
What are you talking about?
As you see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
All right. There's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick. So the question is, why does the witness think Tenmataro uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
Well now, this is getting interesting.
All right, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenmataro carries a staff.
He actually saw Tenmataro.
He actually saw what?
Yeah.
Heard. I mean, I think the answer is he heard Tenmataro, but
If
Yeah.
this was, I mean, if this was a game I had a save state on, I would save and be like, he's a scatterbrain, just to insult him and see what the dialogue is. Mr. Filch actually saw Tenmataro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff.
Busted again!
Oh,
Bloody hell! You duplicitous little...
that's cool that he gets a little animation that he's been cut with a sword. Yes, how'd that feel, Black Will? Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you? Well?
I'm begging you, please don't make me say it!
Clearly you did see Tenmataro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact.
No can do. No way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be.
He? Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everyone knows he did. Question now is, why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Yeah, I mean, is that why you can't admit the truth?
Is that why he can't handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Come to think of
The
it.
Tenmataro outfit doesn't fit? You must jingle jangle.
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look,
You die.
and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
No. That's not it, Athena.
Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul.
Wait, so you think Filch believes that too?
So, Mr. Big-Time City Slicker Lawyer has heard about him. Them old village superstitions. Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about?
People of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things. Their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenmataro.
darn straight, that's why. It's all right here.
There's a piece of paper that says, "Don't gaze
Village
upon
superstitions."
Tenmataro." Oh my god. Wow. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul.
See? That's why us folks at Nighttail's Vale can't talk about seeing Tenmataro.
That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmataro costume. They knew that no one could talk about him, so it was as if they knew that no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. The defense hold that this Tenmataro impersonator is the true killer.
What?
Objection!
Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish?
This entire town, Blackwell.
This entire town.
And would that using some silly fairy tale could so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights.
Well, now I feel bad.
There is no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetails Vale. Life or death superstition might even make you a believer.
Ah!
Got it.
Order! Order, I say!
You fool of a Tanuki! 2 times now, your lies have cost me.
Sorry. I promise not to do it again.
I saw that. Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him.
Kill him.
Yeah, he's gonna eat me alive. Head for the hills.
I want you to know it'll be very hard for a hawk to eat you alive.
Their
But
stomachs
don't get me
are
wrong, getting
admittedly
attacked by a
tiny.
hawk. Don't get me wrong, getting attacked by a hawk could be incredibly painful and could kill you. But I don't
Yeah.
think eating you alive is the problem.
Yeah.
More like enough talon and beak wounds to kill you,
Yeah.
and then maybe he eats you afterwards. Sure, but you're gonna be dead by the time he does the eating.
He took off. Also, did the bailiff not stop him? Like,
Eh.
Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him, and with your fastest men.
hey, also Hawkeye fan just gifted 5 subs or 5 memberships. Thank you.
Yeah, what an appropriate time.
Huge fan of Taka, Hawkeye fan.
Huge Taka fan.
Haka?
That's certainly not something you see every day.